Welcome everyone to Bonifab Custom. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I make a titanium kukri knife. Now to begin my project I got to do some sketching of the sizing I need because I'm going to be forging this thing out of a block of titanium. So let's make some sketches and let's get right into it. So now I have my cutout, and what I did was I put it on a piece of some scrap stainless steel, and I'm going to use that as a template. So as I start forging, I can take my forging and put it right on top of this to make sure that I have enough material, or I have it bent or forged enough to make the shape that I want. Okay, so now we're going to look for some titanium block, and we'll talk a little bit about what titanium I use. So I have my sketch, I have my template that I'm going to be using for the forging process. Make sure that I have the right size, and I have this piece of billet titanium. Now the titanium I like to use for knives is 6AL4V, a very strong and tough and a pretty hard type of titanium used in aerospace industry for many years. Now if you haven't seen how tough this stuff is, check out some of my older videos. I think one of the knives is called a Beast. And I do a little bit of testing on it with 60-ton press and literally cut aluminum, hardened aluminum in half like butter. So really good stuff for making knives. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to weld on a rod, which is going to be titanium also. And I'm going to TIG weld it because I can't MIG weld titanium. And I'm going to heat up the forge and start drawing it out to the shape of the kukri. Let's start the forge and getting it forged out. Okay, so we have our forging. Finally, it took a little while to get it, but I think I have enough material here to clean up to actually make this shape, so which is good. I'm not going to forge down any more of it. I'm basically going to start by putting this on the milling machine, and I'm going to start taking off that scale from the forging. Now, it's not like the scale from doing high carbon. It's a little bit different. It's actually, the surface isn't that much harder. So, but this material is really abrasive resistant, meaning that if you try to sand this down with like a 35 grit on the 2x72, it really takes a lot to grind down that shape. So what I like to do is put it on the mill and actually cut into the titanium with solid carbide tools, cut the thickness, finish that overall thickness with an end mill, and then I can go back and start grinding the final shape and also the taper or the bevels for the cutting edge. Well, that was a good day of forging. I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for the next part of the titanium kukri knife, and we should get a little bit further with the milling machine and starting to really finish off that shape on the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and push that button for notifications for the next part of our titanium kukri knife. Thanks.